Had me crying for a trophy. What a joke thing. It is a joke thing, actually. It is because now, if we really think about it, it's as if bro stole this award, you know? Like, it's as if you didn't deserve this, bro, because you went about it the wrong way. That is why we would understand if a person like A-Reece didn't maybe appreciate how you went about it, because it was difficult for me to even play it for the first time, because I looked at it, I saw it, it was trending and stuff. I was like, hey, did this really happen? Because what I do know is A-Reece, as much as he is like, always quiet and stuff, weird, you can say, or many people say, he is quite outspoken, I would say, especially when major things happen or things that he feels proud of actually happen. So for the fact that he didn't mention it, then it looked a bit shady for me, for the fact that he didn't mention it and wasn't excited about it, I would say, it made me think all the time. If you listen to that song, honestly, it feels as if some people knew what happened, what was gonna happen, and someone wasn't told what was gonna happen. Because it's as if, look at it this way, it's as if Nestisi was given a penalty. Bamtshela ukuthi ntwana zwakala Nestisi ashaye le penalty le, yabo. So shaya penalty akuna goalkeeper, yabo. Shaya nje penalty, shaya Nestisi penalty, yabo, ayiphakathi kalaka. And then babizo A-Reece zwakala. A-Reece wena bekibhola la ufuna khona egroundini, basically, yabo. Ku A-Reece akusasiyindaba ukuthi A-Reece penalty le. A-Reece bekibhola wena la ufuna khona egroundini. A-Reece uthini, okay, because I've never maybe tried scoring from into man, what do they call it, lapha ngaku kick off in the middle of the field, basically. I've never tried scoring from there. Since you say there's no goalie, I might as well try that, right? Akayanga ngaleya same mentality leya uNesti yaze ngayo ukuthi this is a penalty baba, here wali upali livulekile akuna keeper, yabo. Yena uye ngokuthi bathe beka ibhola la ufuna khona, uyacabanga ukuthi mangizobeka ibhola la ku penalty area, it's a bit inappropriate, I would say, or it wouldn't make this interesting enough, because now, like, it's too obvious ukuthi ngizoyibeka lapha yangikore yangithola. Let me make it a bit harder, yabo. Ngithathe distance nyana, ngishaye from there, ngizama ukwenza something unique, I would say, yabo. Relaxed in a way. That's what I'm thinking to myself, basically. In a nutshell, it's that this one comes in, he knows, he got the memo, he knows what's happening, he got the memo. And then this other one comes in, he doesn't really know what's happening, because there was a time whereby A-Reece admitted and said publicly, so that's why it's A-Reece ningathi unjanjani, but uyakhuluma A-Reece, yabo, especially when something he's happy about it, excited about it. This one time he mentioned, I think, Stogie T, I actually owe you a verse, right? So he basically promised Stogie T a verse, like, bro, I owe you a verse, OG, I owe you a verse, Probably Stogie T had been planning to get them together, to do a song together. It would be a good thing. I believe it started as a very good intention, but now kind of failed, I would say, and he should have let it go if it couldn't work out, because now he approaches A-Reece, give me that verse that you owe me. A-Reece is like, okay, yeah, send me a beat, bro sends a beat, okay, A-Reece listens to the beat, nice beat, okay, yeah, I can be a bit laid back, I can relax, I'm with Stogie T on this one, okay, let me not, boom, let's see, Yeah, but that's A-Reece. That's an honest approach to the feature that you are given. You're not going there trying to kill somebody. You're going there to give respect to the OG, right? Okay, sure. And then why manje mayizofika kuNesty akusiyileyo nto le ukuthi bro you just giving u-OG verse ile nto yokuthi hey bro you're gonna be on a track with A-Reece, you know. Yabona, now it's a whole different thing. Now when Nesty goes to the studio, or rather his approach towards this particular song or his verse or his feature, whatever, it's more combative, I would say. You know, he's on offense, I would say, because now he knows what's at stake. This other one didn't know what's at stake. That's why it felt unfair to this other party who said, man, unyang paisa dog. Yabo, like, you don't tell me what's happening, and then now I find out later, like everybody else, and it's a bit shady if you think about it. But let's move on. Now we're gonna move on to this thing of the award being won, right? So now Stogie T wins this award. Okay, lento yokuthi A-Reece umghost, it had happened, right? It had already happened. The music video didn't come to fruition as maybe Stogie T would have wished, but then yeah, that's that. Yeah, but everyone was like, okay, sharp. Yeah, but sharp. We all know who A-Reece is. You have to first respect that thing, who A-Reece is, because now angeke ufike ufune Apple, angeke ufune Apple isebenze njenge Samsung. No, Apple has its own rules. They worked hard for this. They had to actually take the bullets. They had to eat mud in order for their brand to stand out like this, in order for them to say, no, we are charging you this much, take it or leave it. You know, if you don't take it, then that means you are not our target market. We have a specific target market, right? So that's A-Reece. That's him positioning himself in this music industry as this person who, a brand yakhe, we build that a certain way, you know. So when you come to him, you have to respect that thing first. You are not going to treat him like any other. He's not an Android. He's an Apple. So you can't treat Apple like Android. You know, that's just the reality of it. He had to eat mud in order for him to be Apple. He had to be ridiculed. He had to be hated. He had to lose a lot of relationships. He had to deal with a lot of mental health problems, because that's what you get when things start falling apart or start looking as if they are falling apart, and you are this person, you are this individual fighting so hard in order to stand your ground, because you know what you stand for, you know what you represent. So when Stogie T now wins the award, he goes to the stage, Haibo. Uyafika ushayina ama-specs.
No, 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 no.
Right. So after how he does this little bit of a speech, which sounded positive to me, to be honest with you, I was like, yeah man, that's a good speech, because now he's paying homage to everyone involved, I would say, in the project. Which is something that, you know, yeah, I respect that there was an OG move. But what happened thereafter is something I didn't expect, right? So I know Stogie had said before, he's a better lyricist than Drake. He's a better lyricist than Kendrick Lamar. Do I agree with that? No. Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. Yeah? No. But that's just my opinion. And this is not what this is about. Rather, what this is about is what Stogie T did, which I felt like it's wrong. Totally wrong, dog. He went on to this with A-Reece, man. Hey, Moses, what? He came with this Christian rap. Hey guys, when you gonna do Christian rap, guys, please don't do Christian rap for profit. Yeah, boy, y'all are really disrespecting now these youngins who really are doing Christian rap to make a difference, to spread the word. You all are making Christian rap to make a profit, because now you do these songs, you preach whatever you are preaching here, and then next thing you know, you are doing something that doesn't align, or rather that contradicts what you are preaching. And then now, how are we supposed to look at Christian rappers? Yeah, Stogie T, Moses, Abraham chased, hey, Goliath, hey, Jezebel, hey, cut his ponytail, like a lot of stuff. He's just saying a bunch of stuff. It's as if he sits there with a Bible, a dictionary, opens random pages, he writes a song. It's as if his process is like that, because now things is saying, hey, Jesus, Moses, Jesus. It's a bit too much, to be honest with you. I mean, that's why we are not really tapping into it at this time and age, because this was happening in the 1990s and 80s. Those people, dog, we don't listen to those people anymore. Times have changed. You need to kind of, tap into what we are tapped into. You don't dictate how the game goes. You are the one who's supposed to be following how the game goes. You can't just enjoy when you see game. That's why we won. Like we won. Yeah, this OG, but we are not seeing you being an OG. You haven't done so much for the game, unfortunately. To some people this might sound like abomination or whatever. It might sound like nyapeta, but like really think about it. Like, wenzeni mfethu? Akazange silethele intwana encane nje njengabo Black Les maybe thatha J-Hood intwana yami, ngena wena son. Yabo, ngena wena son. Ntswembu wena son. We need to appreciate intwana efana nawe wena son, who are gifted. Ngena ntwana yami. Instead mfethu yena like ulwa nabo bonke nje. I'm like, wena ugurula wonke umuntu, sure isidudla. It's fine. But isidudla singene eTexini sizilahlele phezulu kwabantu. Like no dog. Asiyenzi leyo nto leyo. Sithanda kabi idudla, sine respect. Wena ngazi isidudla ufika phezulu kwabantu bu. Urikiri uyazama uza ngey'tayile ezintsha zamankasi. Wena ngoba ufuna urikiri kayenze isentini. What happened to Ricky? No dog. You're an OG. We're supposed to be seeing that. We're not supposed to be trying to bring it out of you for you to be an OG. Intwana zakuhlonipha. So now how to hlonipha ezinye intwana. Man, I'm trying to get them mad until I put my ass
in London.
Until I put my ass
at a restaurant.
Put my cat
in London.
with
Sachi
Sachi
and Sachi.